I thought I'd take a moment this morning and talk about organizing frequencies on my scanner. My scanner is an inexpensive Radio Shack brand scanner. They make different companies make different scanners. They all serve basically the same purpose. The programming might be somewhat different, so I'm not going to deal too much on actually programming the scanner than dedicating the frequencies to a specific purpose. I use my scanner when I do my rail fanning most often. Sometimes I listen to police frequencies and other things in the neighborhood like the weather and stuff like that. But this particular scanner I'm going to dedicate mostly to rail fanning. My scanner's a little beat up and scratched up, but it still works. I've dropped it in the highway, it's fell off my car and several other things, but it still works. Now, right now I'm scanning all 10 banks on the scanner, just to show you how it works. I don't normally scan them all. It's got 10 different banks. You see a dash blinking under each bank when it scans that particular bank. Well, there's 10 banks of channels on the scanner, and each bank holds 20 frequencies. That's a total of 200 frequencies you can scan. But you can see when you're scanning all those different banks, it takes some time to scan around all the frequencies and come back to the one you probably listen to the most often. I've got it set just on bank number 1, so it's just scanning 20 channels very rapidly. I only listen to 13 primary frequencies for Norfolk Southern Railway, which is the primary railroad that I rail fan most often. So I have Norfolk Southern's frequencies programmed on bank number 1. Nothing else is on that bank but those railroad frequencies. So if I'm out rail fanning, I can scan bank number 1 as it's doing now, and all I'm listening to is railroad frequencies. Now I'm on bank number 2, which is primarily the police frequencies in my area, and it's scanning channels 20 through 40, the second bank. So I dedicate bank number 2 for my police frequencies. It would be a waste of time to scan all the other frequencies if I'm listening to police calls. Right now I'm scanning bank number 3. I have all the frequencies for the CSX railroad programmed in that bank, but sometimes I do rail fan the CSX trains here in Georgia. So I can just scan channel 3 for the CSX, or I could scan 1 and 3 at the same time and pick up both railroads. Now I'm looking at a particular website showing the frequencies used with railroads in America, the United States. There's 97 frequencies assigned to railroads that are used most often. My idea was, why not put all the frequencies in my scanner, and I wouldn't have to worry about not having the frequencies there. There's 200 places to put frequencies on my scanner, and there's only 97 assigned to railroads all over the country, so I put them all on my scanner. Now, like I said, I got Norfolk Southern and CSX that I use the most often on bank number 1 and 3. What I did was take banks 4, 5, 6, and 7, and maybe 8, and I programmed all these 97 frequencies in my scanner. I can leave them turned off until I decide to travel around the country, and then all I got to do is turn the banks on, and I've already got the frequencies in there, and whatever railroad is in that particular city that I'm in at the time, I can find their channel without having to hunt up a bunch of frequencies or do any special lockout or programming. You can lock out various channels, but that's a big headache. Better just to use the different banks, in my opinion. But I won't go into detail on these particular frequencies. You can go on do a web search for railroad frequencies, and there's quite a few websites that show the frequencies. Here's a website listing all their 97 frequencies that are used in a table. This table, they just got it set up in rows, 25 in each row, 4 rows. Some of the websites will actually tell you what particular frequencies the railroads use. You can look that up too. But that was my idea on how you should dedicate your scanner for rail fanning. But you can also, say if you're a sports car fan or something, a weather buff, whatever, you can dedicate one particular channel to the frequencies you listen to most often, but it would be foolish to scan all 200 frequencies because you'd miss out on conversations on one channel while somebody's talking on another one. This particular website is ontrackonline.com. I like the little favicon they got up there on the address bar. Let's see what else we see here. This particular website here, talking about CSX, Norfolk Southern, and other various railroads. North American Railroad frequencies. This guy's dedicated his whole website to railroad frequencies. Guess I'll have to create a page on my website, carknocker.com, on railroad scanners, or police scanners. I'll do that when I get time. But I just thought I'd spend a minute and talk about dedicating your scanner or how to program it. I'm always getting questions from people on how to program or how to find frequencies and how to program them and stuff. The best thing is just use your manual to learn how to program it. But my question I'm asked most often is, what are the frequencies? And I guess they hadn't thought about it. You could just go online and search for them. See what this website has to say about it. Oh, they're just trying to sell somebody some antennas. We don't want to do business with them. Railfan, railroad links, directory, rail scanner frequencies. Raillinks.com has got quite a bit of information on it. North American Railroad frequencies. I hate to go on a website, pop up blocked. They're trying to stick something on me that I don't want to watch. Normally I won't deal with a website when it does that to me. I just leave it behind. I hate to go on a website doing a Google search and have to look at some commercial somebody forced on me to look at and pop up on my screen. So look behind there and make sure nothing got by. It only takes once or twice to get a virus in your computer to be a little leery of some of these websites. But I've got Norton Security on here, and it does a pretty good job of protecting my computer. But that's my little talk on scanning or scanners for today. Thanks for listening.